This is the RTX 5080 version from the best that Lenovo Legion has to offer. We have the Legion 9i. Big form factor, their classic carbon fiber inset top cover, 3 M.2 slots available for upgrading, and 4 RAM sticks. So you can get up to 192 gigs of RAM inside of this device. We're gonna look at the build quality, functionality, and performance of the Legion 9i to see if it's the right buy for you. Now, if you're curious about the exact pricing and availability, head down in the description below, click those links. If you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. Now, first and foremost, this is a seriously sizable laptop. 18-inch device. You can see the weight and thickness coming up on the screen. I love the contrast between the carbon fiber top cover and that glowing Legion symbol. I think it's just a beautiful combination with the color amidst the backdrop there. There is RGB along the front of the keyboard deck on the bottom of the chassis. We do have a lot of port connectivity, but one of the things I want to point out the most is, of course, that upgrade path. I'm going to turn over the laptop. First of all, you can see 2 big fans sticking through the device, an additional fan here and here. So we have 4 fans in this device, all ventilated very nicely. As the bottom cover comes off, you can see the 3 M.2 slots. You can see the 4 SODIMM slots that are available here inside of the Legion 9i. Absolutely massive device with a bunch of upgrade potential and performance opportunity. Now let's go ahead and look at the ventilation in the ports. You saw the bottom ventilation. You can see there's ventilation along the back panel, but no ventilation on either side of the device. And later in the video, we'll see how this thing stacks up in regards to thermals. So make sure you don't click away. You want to check out the thermals on this device. Okay, for the port connectivity, along the back cover, HDMI and power adapter. For the right side panel, SD card reader, awesome. USB-A, USB-C, USB-A, and the manual cutoff switch for the webcam. On the left side, an additional USB-A and 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports, as well as a network port and a headphone jack. Plenty of connectivity on the Legion 9i. Okay, let's go ahead and get this laptop open with one hand. You can see it opens and closes smoothly with one hand. This is a very firm hinge. So watch as well, hold on, I have to hold it here because it's so firm. Minimal screen bounce. It barely even vibrates. It's crazy. All right, now let's go ahead and do the screen flex. This is such a sturdy, I hate to use the word thick because that sounds like kind of a negative connotation, but it has such a rigid, thick panel on the top cover, and it's very rigid, especially for such a large 18-inch panel. So you have a lot of build rigidity and quality in the design of this device. Now I'm going to close down the device again real quick, and I want to show you something that I really love about the Legion models, and I've been highlighting on every one of them this year. You can see here the way the screen fits into the keyboard deck. There's a little bit of distance here that you can see the keyboard deck sticking out. That's awesome because if you were to accidentally drop your laptop, it would hit the keyboard deck and not hit the screen as well. Now, if you dropped it like at this angle, you're gonna hit the screen. But if it were to drop on like its side, you're gonna hit the keyboard deck first before you hit the panel. So you minimize the risk of breaking that panel and or breaking the hinge because the hinge is coming out of the keyboard deck. So you have a lot of rigidity, a lot of long-term durability with the design of this device. And it's something that really stands out to me with the Pro 5, the 7i, and the 9i. So great designs this year from Legion. Okay, jumping back into the device, massive screen, massive 18-inch screen, large glass trackpad that has such a nice, quiet, dampened click. They did a great job on the trackpad this year with the Legion 9i. Large arrow key, shift key, numpad, but I think overall the trackpad is what really stands out to me. It is a fantastic trackpad. Here's an audio sample of me using both the keyboard and trackpad so you can hear for yourself what they sound like. Medium key travel on the device. Couldn't ask for really a better setup. It does have a webcam along the top bezel. Here's a sample of the webcam in use so you can hear and see for yourself what that's like. This is the webcam on the Lenovo Legion 9i and a little sample of the audio for you as well. Now you can see that the panel does fold out to 180 degrees, really nice. However, what I'm not stoked about is the glossy display. Now I know it is an OLED display, I know it's highly color accurate, great color gamut range, but I don't like seeing myself in the reflection. And so for the past models, I've enjoyed that some of the different Legion series have come with matte displays. It seems like all of the models All the ones this year are glossy, at least the ones that I've had a chance to take a look at. But nonetheless, glossy OLED displays here. Now we do have some upward facing speakers as well as bottom facing speakers. Here's a sample of the audio so you can hear for yourself what it sounds like. Now let's take a look at this panel here. What's interesting is we don't have the rubber gasket wrapping the panel like we do the 7i and the Pro 5i. We just have this plastic. So that's interesting. When it closes, it kind of has more of a plasticky sound to the close. Now, forgive me, I kept saying OLED display. This is not an OLED display, this is an IPS display, but let's talk about that color gamut range here. On the Legion 9i, we have a 3840 by 2400 IPS display at 240 Hertz. So nice high resolution for good sharpness. 516 nits of screen brightness at 100% sRGB, 92% Adobe RGB, and 97% DCI-P3 at a delta E of 0.75. Really color accurate, great color gamut range. And it has a 99.99 watt-hour battery. But this laptop is an 18-inch laptop, and so what we're seeing is about 3 hours and 47 minutes of passmark productivity, 3 hours and 52 minutes of streaming video playback, 1 hour and 21 minutes of Photoshop, and 52 minutes of Premiere Pro playback. So not the best battery life in the world, to say the least, on the 9i. So that's going to be one of those areas that you're like, need to bring that charger block along with you, which is a 400 watt charger block. Dang. So remember, this is a Intel Core Ultra 9 275HX with an RTX 5080 and 175 watts of maximum graphics power and a 2 terabyte SSD with 64 gigs of RAM, but it is upgradable to 192 gigs of RAM if you want to pop in those additional RAM sticks. If you're curious about exact pricing and availability, remember there are links in the description below. If you do make a purchase, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel and the helpful content coming your way, so I'm always grateful when you guys use those links. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the thermal benchmarks. We do have 4 fans in this device, and the thermals, they were really solid. 50 to 54 decibels of fan noise on performance mode with 65 to 81 degrees Celsius on the CPU. And keep in mind, that's a 4K clip that we're using to test this, put into Premiere Pro, and then export it out at full quality 4K settings. The reason I do a creator benchmark is because this channel is focused on creative professionals. Any gaming laptop, any laptop for creative professionals. Next, we have balance mode, 50 to 51 decibels of fan noise with 66 to 82 degrees Celsius on the CPU. Quiet mode, 43 to 44 decibels of fan noise, 58 to 79 degrees Celsius. Quiet mode on battery power only, 41 to 43 decibels of fan noise at 47 to 60 degrees Celsius. So we did have some really nice cool temperatures as we got down into the whisper mode. So those 4 fans are functioning very well. On performance mode, a little bit warm, upwards of 80 degrees Celsius, but still very, very manageable. And for the performance you're about to see here in just a moment. Let's dive into the benchmarks, Geekbench single core and multi-core. Cinebench single core and multi-core. You can see those results coming up on the screen right now. I'm not a huge fan of simulated benchmarks. I don't think they mean as much as the real world benchmarks like Photoshop or video editing or 3D modeling. So let's go ahead and get into those. Taking a look at Photoshop. 9,734 for the Puget Systems Creator Benchmark. Absolutely killing it, topping the charts here inside of laptops that I reviewed this year. Shifting over to Autodesk 3ds Max, you can see that the laptop had really solid performance. It did not top the charts, but it did good at a 305 on the charts. We saw a great performance in Autodesk Maya at 546, but definitely coming in below some of the other RTX 5080 laptops. Looking on to PTC Creo, you can see that we have a 418, appearing lower on the charts compared to other 5090 and 5080 laptops. Moving on to SolidWorks, you can see we have a 148, near the top of the charts, but kind of in the bottom of the running of laptops of a similar component specification. And we do have 175 watts of maximum graphics power in the RTX 5080, but not top in the charts here. For the 4K export, it almost took the top of the charts, 1 minute and 46 seconds. The Alienware 16 Area 51 currently holding that top spot, but great performance for a 4K export. 9-minute 4K clip placed in Premiere Pro, export out at full quality 4K settings. 6K, 10 minutes and 14 seconds. Almost at the top of the chart, the Alienware taking the first spot again. But what I want to look at now is the various export times of the Legion 9i to show you how they compare to the thermal benchmarks that we had earlier. So you can see 1 minute and 46 seconds for both performance mode and balance mode. On quiet mode, we had a bit of a slower export time, only by 10 seconds. So for me, if I wanted to keep my laptop cool and quiet, I'd run quiet mode because you're only losing 10 seconds on that 4K export. And then looking at battery only for quiet mode, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Still respectable, especially if you need to export while only on your battery. Not a crazy amount of additional time to do that export. Now, the one thing that always stands out to me is the Premiere Pro playback, and we are seeing substantially improved results here. In 8K B-RAW, only 205 drop frames. A few years ago, that would have been the 6K B-RAW playback. And so to see that these laptops are now handling 8K B-RAW without any struggles is absolutely incredible. This laptop has a lot going for it. Color accurate, sharp display, beautiful top cover with the carbon fiber insert, upward facing speakers, SD card reader, large, beautiful glass trackpad, but it's a heavy device and you're gonna wanna bring that charger along with you, so just keep in mind. Remember, if you wanna check the live pricing or make a purchase, head down in the description below and click those links. Otherwise, click or tap the screen here for more videos to help you with your buying decision, and I'll see you in the next one.